Hello, hello. Hello, guys. How are you? How are you? Welcome to another warm up. So, this is IELTS Journey with Fabi, but this is a warm up for the workshop IELTS Booster. Okay, so this is a warm up for the workshop IELTS Booster. Okay, and IELTS Booster is a free workshop, okay, where I'll show you the path to get the score you need on the IELTS test into the test only once. Okay, guys. So if you haven't gotten your score yet, it's a great opportunity for you to join this workshop and learn more about the test, learn more about a path that will help you. Okay. And if you'd like to join this free workshop, it's free. Okay, you don't have to pay anything for it. So the workshop's free. And you can just type join if you're watching me on Instagram. Just type join. Okay. And you will receive a message from me with a link that you can click on and you can join through there. All right. Okie dokie. You can tell me where you are watching me from. Okay. And if you are on YouTube, yeah. So, guys, we're going to use the board today. Okay. So, if you want to go to YouTube, okay, so you can go to YouTube and you can watch me live on YouTube there. Okay. Because we're going to be using the board there. All right. Okay. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Fabi. I'm an English teacher here in Brisbane, Australia, and I help people get the score they need on the IELTS test and do the test only once. All right. Goody, goody. Okay. So, today we're going to be talking about writing. Okay. So, today we'll talk about IELTS writing. Okay. More specifically, IELTS writing task 1. Even more specifically, IELTS writing task 1 academic. Okay, so you can pop it in the comments, guys. Who's gonna do the academic IELTS? Okay, you can pop it in the comments. Who's gonna do the academic one? And how do you feel about all of these things? Look, choo-doo, choo-doo, choo-doo. Have you seen this before? Yes, you have. If you have been studying for the IELTS test, you've probably seen this before or this before. Oh my God, I can see. Okay, so you've probably seen this before. And that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about all the visuals that you might get in writing task 1, academic. Okay, writing task 1, academic. Okay, if you want, you can pop in the comments and tell me how you feel about academic writing task 1. Some people hate it, others think it's okay. It's really personal, but what we're going to try and do today, I'm just going to show you what it looks like. Okay, because that's something that will help you a lot just by knowing what it looks like. Okay, so I always tell my students that something you do not want on the IELTS test is surprises. Okay, no surprises on the IELTS test, guys. So if you have a surprise, that's where you get stressed, that's where you make mistakes, that's where you freak out. So through practice, through preparation, we try our best to prepare so we don't have any surprises on the day of the test. Okay, so let's get started. So oh, by the way, if you have questions, you can pop questions in, and I'll probably get to the questions at the end. Okay. So, what we're going to talk about today, writing task 1, academic. Okay. One of the reasons why I wanted to talk about this today is because lots of people freak out because it is a little bit different. Okay. So, this task is a little bit different because that's the kind of thing you have. So, let me show you quickly here. So, can you see this on Instagram? That's the kind of thing you have. What? Yeah, guys. So if you're watching me on Instagram, I think it's mirrored. You can't quite read properly. So if you want to go to YouTube, you can see better. Look at this. You can see so well. Oh, by the way, oh my God, the book's not here. I got these pictures from the book IELTS, sorry, the official Cambridge Guide for the IELTS test. It's a big, thick book. It's somewhere else. It's not here with me right now, so I can show you. Okay, but just the official guide for the IELTS test. Okay, so that's it. That's the one I'm using today. Okay, so that's the kind of thing that you see. All right, so that's the kind of thing you see. So lots of people, when they see this, they freak out a little bit. Okay, and one of the reasons is because they've never seen it before and they don't know what to do with it. Okay, so today I'm just going to show you what you expect with writing task one. Okay, and you know how when we're writing something, we usually have a question and something we have to do. Okay, with task one, you have a question, something you have to do, plus a visual, plus something that you have to look at and do something about it. All right, so that's why you have that extra thing. It's not just a question. Talk about this topic. What are advantages of a certain topic? It's not just that. You also have to do something else. You have the task and you have to do something else. Okay. And that's why people think it's a little bit tricky because people don't do that quite often. Okay. Some people are quite used to it. Looking at something, looking at a picture and describing it. Most people are not. And that's where you have a bit of an issue. Okay. So, but what is the biggest difference? So, let me emphasize again this is for IELTS academic, not for general. Okay, so remember we have two types of IELTS tests. Okay, we have the academic IELTS and we have the general IELTS. Okay, when it comes to these tests, speaking and listening is the same for both tests. All right, and writing and reading is different. Okay, so today we're talking about academic. Writing task one, academic. So if you're going to do the general IELTS, writing task one is a letter. If you're going to do the academic, writing task one is what we call a report. You have to look at something and describe it. All right. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Okay. So, why is it so important for us to talk about this? Like I said before, so guys, today I actually have 6 pictures I'd like to share with you. 6. All right. So just imagine that you're going to do the IELTS test and you get one of these pictures. Yeah, you're oh yeah, actually you are going to get one of these pictures. But what if you've never seen this picture before? That's where you have the problem. What if you've never seen it before? Okay, so that's what we're going to try and do today. I'm going to show you what you expect. I'm going to tell you what is there. So when you do the test, you are not surprised because, guys, surprises will lower your score. Okay. I don't know about you, but I myself am a very visual person. Okay. So I'm very good at looking at something. So I look at something and I know what to expect. Okay. So I think that that's how I work. Okay. And that's how, and lots of people are like that too. So, you know, when you look at something and you know what to do, that gives you confidence. But when you look at something and you have no idea of what to do, that's where you get stuck. That lowers your confidence. Okay. So if I show you something, if you see something like this on the day of the test, let me see. Yeah. If you see something like this on the day of the test, but you don't know what it is, how are you going to feel? Okay. So my job here today is to show you this, tell you what it is. So when you do the test, you know, I've seen this before. Okay. And that's why you should be preparing for the test. Practice, practice, practice. We're going to talk about that. Okay. So, by preparing yourselves, guys, you also improve your score, right? So you are there and you know what to do and you know what to expect. No surprises. You get a higher score. There will be no stress. Okay. Also, I feel that preparation and knowing what's going to happen will also relax you and give you more confidence. Okay. That's what I tell my students. Sometimes they're worried about the test. They go, oh my God, the test is tomorrow. What am I going to do? Oh my God, I'm so stressed. And I was like, do you know what to expect? And they say, yes. Have you practiced? Yes. So you should relax. Okay, so that's what we're going to try and do today here. Okay, cool. So let's talk about it. All right, so these are some of the things that you might expect. Okay, so this one is what we call a pie chart. Okay, let me put closer here. This is a, I don't know if you can see properly. Yeah, perfect. Oh, it's trying. Yay. Okay, this is a pie chart. Okay, I'm going to put it here. Juju wants to go outside. I thought you were going to be with me here today, Juju. I'm just going to open the door for Juju. 1 second, please. Go, Juju. Go, 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 go. Yes, go. She's gone now. All right. Done. She's gone. She came in here and I thought she's going to stay with us. Okay. So, guys, so let me just move this a little bit. Yes, I can show you a lot here, guys. Yeah, so maybe I can move this here. All right. Cool. So that's one that you might get. It's a bit off now. Okay. This is one that you might get. Okay. This is called a pie chart. All right. So you're back, Jojo. Oh, wow. She doesn't know what she wants to do. Okay, guys. So this is what we call pie chart. Okay. So with the pie chart, as you can see, usually it will be percentages. Okay. But this is something that you get. So you will have you will have the writing task 1. Okay, they will tell you what you have to do, and then they will tell you what the pie chart is. Pay attention to that. The pie chart shows blah 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 blah, and then they will give you the pie chart, the picture itself, and then you will have to describe it. Okay, you have to describe it. So this one is a very common one. I think this one is not very difficult. I think that people find this one a bit like on the easy side of things. Okay. Another one that you might get is the line chart. Have a look. I'm going to show people on Instagram first. Can you see properly? Yeah. Yeah, guys. On Instagram, you can see very well. If you go to YouTube, Fabi English, you'll be able to see me on YouTube, and we have more space. Okay. There are a few people on YouTube, more people here on Instagram. Okay. So come over to YouTube. Okay, guys. So on YouTube is easier to see. Check this out. All right. Cool. So this is what they call a line chart. That's another one that you might see. Okay. So the line chart also tends to be quite simple. And as you can see, they will usually have colors. Okay, guys, colors. So you can follow the colors. And each color will represent something. Okay. If you can't read what's there, don't worry too much about it, because my intention here today is just to show you what it looks like, not to show you the information, but just show you what it looks like. Okay. So you're not too surprised when you do the test. Okay. So with the line chart. So usually the line chart is a quite simple one. Okay, and again, you can see that it's going up. So usually you would have some percentages, dates, all right? And that in this case, you have percentages and dates. Okay, so so that's one here. Okay, so another one is, let me show you. Okay, the bar chart. Okay, so this is the bar chart. Let me get closer here. So that's what a bar chart looks like. Okay. So again, bar chart, very similar one. Okay. It's not very similar, very common one. Sorry. Bar chart is another one. Is a very common one. Okay. So as you can see, this one we have adults, boys, and we have the sports, and then we have the amount. Okay. So that's what it looks like too. So a bar chart. Okay. Cool. Then we have another one, which is the table. Okay, so this is a table. Okay. Table. All right, table here. Okay. Another one that is quite common also is the table. Okay, so you see the table quite often. on the IELTS test. And again, the table, usually you have the headings and you have the whatever they're talking about, and usually percentages. So in this case, we have winning teams and gold and silver, and probably how many medals they have: gold medals, silver medals, and how many. All right, cool. Now I have two more. These ones, I don't think they are as common as these ones. Okay. I personally think these ones are the simple ones, but people don't like it. They think they are the hardest ones. They're not as common as these ones, I must say, okay, from my experience with the IELTS test, but you can get them. Do you know what they are? If you know what these two are, you can pop in the comments there. Which are they? So, da-da-da-da. One is the map. Okay, guys, the map. The map. If you have been practicing for the IELTS test, have you seen the map before? Have you seen the map before, guys? Yeah. So with the map, people don't like the map very much because, hey, Andres, how are you? Have you seen the map before, Andres? Yes, you have. Okay. So, guys, with the map, people think the map is tricky. Okay, let me show you. Okay. People think the map is tricky, okay? But honestly, it really depends on the task that you have to do. This one is just one map, but usually, okay, during the real test, you probably have two maps. That's usually what you get. What's with the balloons? Okay, I do two. Is that why? Ah, if I do two, there's lots of balloons. All right, so with the maps, you usually have two maps, okay? And then you have to compare. It's usually past and present, or usually present and future. Okay, so usually with the maps, you have two maps. All right, two maps. So, but we're going to talk a little bit more about how they work together in a moment. Okay, I'm just going to show you the last one. I think this one is the easiest one, but people don't like it very much, which is the diagram or process. It depends. Check this out. Oops. Woo. Check this out. Okay. And guys, so this is from the book, The Official Guide for the IELTS Test. Okay, so that's the official guide for the IELTS test. And if you want to check it out, I think this is page 91 or 92. Yeah. Okay, page 91 or 92. Okie dokie. So if you want to check it out. Actually, I'm going to grab the book. Give me 1 second. I'll grab the book. I'm back. Sorry, guys. So this is the book. Okay, that's the book. It's a great book for strategies. Okay, and this is on page, let me show you. So where is it? 92. Yeah, this is here. So yeah. Ta-da! I got it from this book. Okay, just so you know where this is from. All right. So, so just gonna show you what they are like and what to expect. Okay, so you can get any of those. All right. So, but I do think from my experience, these ones, the pie chart, line chart, bar, and the table, they are the most common ones. Okay, and the map and the diagram or process sometimes can also be a process here. They are the least common ones. Okay, and with this one here, as you can see, let me show you again. This is like a dam. All right, so this is a dam. Okay. So you're like, oh my God, I don't know what it is. I don't even know what a dam is. Blah, blah, blah. But as you can see, this one, we have lots of words there. So you go, oh my God, I've never seen this before. It's going to be so hard because I don't know what to say. It's actually not too bad because when it comes to the most specific words, they will tell you the words that you need to use. So you shouldn't be too worried. Okay, so with this one, that's why I think this one is easier actually, because the words are there already. So basically, you just have to describe, which makes it much easier. Much, much easier. Okie dokie. Yep. So let me see. Okay. Now, you can pop in the comments there and tell me which one do you think is the hardest one, the easiest one for you. Okay. All right. Now, when it comes to these ones here, what happens sometimes also is that you might have a combination of them. Okay, so you might have a combination of them. So let me put this to the side now. Okay. I'll tell you the things I have seen. I have seen, for example, a bar chart and a table. So it's usually similar topics, okay, but different the different information. So you might get that too. So two different ones. Okay, cool. Or you could also have more than one. Like here, for example, you can see that you have the pie chart. I've seen one where you actually have 4 pie charts. 4. This one, I personally think is a bit tricky, okay, but that's why you. Oops, oh my god, that's why you could get also 4 pie charts. Pie charts. You can get 4 of them. All right, so that can be a bit tricky, but that's also a possibility. Okay, or you could also have more than one table. Okay, so the table is here, so you can have more than one table also. That's also a possibility there. Okay. And as I mentioned before, when it comes to the map, usually with the map, you will have 2 maps to talk about past and to talk about future. Most of the time. Most of the time. All right. Okay. Pop in the comments, guys, and tell me which ones are the hardest ones for you. Oh, come on. I think Juju should be outside. She's out and then she's back and out and back. So pop in the comments, okay? And guys, so let me just remind you, okay? If you're interested uh in the workshop IELTS Booster, where you will learn a path to help you get the score you need on the IELTS test, do the test only once, just type join in the comments and you can join the workshop. The workshop is free, okay? And online. Free and online. The first lesson will be on Monday, the 1st of July. Okay, so make sure that you type join here and you receive a message from me. Okay, you can also go to the link in bio, but or you can just type join in there. Okay, and you will receive it. Goody, goody. All right. Okay. So, what else? Let me check my notes here. All right. Okay. All right. Cool. Let me check my notes. Yes. All right. So, again, why are we here today? Why are we doing this? Okay. Why are we doing this? Because I want to emphasize the importance of preparing for the IELTS test. I want to emphasize the importance of knowing what's coming. Okay. That's one of the main things. And I also want you guys to look at this. Okay. And I want you to think about, to you, which one would be the hardest? To you, which one would be the easiest? That's something that I want you guys to think about. But then after that, the next thing you have to do would be to practice. And why is it so important to practice all of them? Guys, I don't think you're ready to do the IELTS test if you haven't practiced all of them. You have to have practiced all of them. Why? To know the ones that are tricky for you. Okay, because you have to know your strengths and your weaknesses. You have to be able to look at it and go, I know how to do this one, or this is the tricky one for me. Because if you've never seen this before, and the first time you're going to look at it is going to be on the day of the test, and you have no idea how to do it, it's going to be tricky. Okay. I don't know if you know, but writing task one is worth half the amount of points compared to task two. So if we think about it, task one is not as important as task two. That's why with my students, we spend most of our time on task two. However, if you have a terrible task one, you are not going to get a good score, right? And another thing, if you have a good task one, it will help you with the score, with the overall score, even if you have a so-so task two. Okay, guys. So that's why we have to spend some time on task one, and we have to give importance to task one. Okay, we have to. All right. So that's why we are here talking about this today. Okay. And again, going over this and practicing this, because you have to be able to look at something and know what you have to do. And if it is one of your weaknesses, okay, guys, you have to know that maybe it will take you a little bit longer. Okay. Maybe it will be harder for you. Okay. So I always tell my students, you have to know where you get stuck. Because when you're doing a reading test or even the writing test, you should be spending 15 minutes doing this, guys. 15 minutes. But if you see, okay, you think, oh, the pie charts, they're the hardest ones for me. And it's been 20 minutes and you haven't finished, you will freak out. Or 15 minutes you haven't finished, you will freak out. But if you know in advance that this is the hard one for you, first of all, you practice more and maybe it'll be the easiest one for you. Or if you know it's hard, you're not going to be surprised if it takes you a little bit longer when you're doing the test. Okay, so we have to think about this. Okay, so that's why I'm showing you this today. Okay, so you can start thinking about it and you have to start practicing it. Okay, so and then you have to get someone to look at your task for you. Okay, because also sometimes maybe you say, oh, this one is hard, I'm very bad at it, but then if you get a teacher to look at it, to look at your writing, teacher go, oh, it's not too bad, and you're like, oh, didn't know that. Okay, so I have a student, she was studying for the IELTS test, she needed a 7 overall in writing, and she got a 6.5 before she started studying with me. So she got a 6.5, she was half a point. Okay, and she had problems with the table. It's so simple, but she said, Fabi, I hate the table. I'm terrible at the table. Okay, I really hate the table. And I was like, okay. So what did we do? We practiced the table, but her tables, they were not too bad. Okay, the tables are not too bad. All right. So, and I said to her, oh, but you're worried about it, but the tables, they're okay. All right. They're like a 6, 6.5. It's not too bad. It's not like a 5. She said, oh, no, I can't do it. I shake, I shiver. Okay. So, I wanted her to get the 7, right, that she needed. So we did a little bit of work and we focused on the table because she knew it was her weakness. So we focused on the table. But we did all of them again, all of that, just to be sure. But we focused on the table. And then she went to do the test, the official test. Guess which one did she get? Of course, she got the table because the one that she hated. But look at this, guys. So she came to me saying she hated the table, and then we practiced the table, and then she got the table on the day of the test. And guess what happened? She wasn't as nervous because she had practiced. And she got 7.5 in writing. That's how good it was. That's how good her writing was, guys. I think it was a combination of task 1 and task 2. But if she hadn't known that the table was her weakness, if she hadn't practiced the table, she probably wouldn't have gotten this car. Because you're like, oh my god, the table. But I know how to do it now. Fabi helped me. We practiced. She said it's not that bad. I hate it, but I'm probably doing a good job. Okay. So that's why I'm here today sharing all of this with you. And I'm here today telling you the importance of getting to know the test. And guys, this is just the start. Okay. This doesn't mean that you're ready for the test. Okay. This is just a start. This is just for you to have an idea of what the test looks like. Your job now is to get down to studying this bit, okay, practicing all of this to know the ones you're good at, to know the ones you're not so good at. And like I said before, guys, sometimes we think that our writing sucks. Or we do something like, oh my god, this is terrible, and then you get someone to check it for you and it's not that bad. But the opposite happens too. You write something and you think it's amazing, and then you talk to a teacher and the teacher says, actually, you're missing this, you should be doing that, blah 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 blah. All right, so this is just the start, guys. This is not enough. Okay, so I'm here today to introduce you to the topic, to tell you that something exists. Okay, your job is to go ahead and start practicing. All right, this is just a start. Okay, this is not enough. Definitely not enough. Okay, so just doing this. Okay, so I'm here in a way to help you, to make you aware of something. All right, just to make you aware so you can go ahead and start thinking about it and practicing. Okay, because it's not enough to do the test. No way. Okay, guys, have any questions for me? You can pop the question. I saw there's some comments here. Okay, so while you're popping the questions, okay, I'm just gonna remind you that we have the workshop. Okay, so the workshop starts on the 1st of July. Okay, it's the workshop IELTS Booster, where I will show you the path to get the score you need on the IELTS test, to do the test only once. Okay, so some balloons. And then this one is like, yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? IELTS Booster. Okay, so if you're interested, just type join in the comments, or you can go to the link in the bio also, and you get a message from me with a link that you can click on, and you can join. Also, make sure you go to the WhatsApp group. Pretty cool WhatsApp group. We have lots of things there for you. Okay, so let me see. So let me go over the questions. If you have any more questions, people on YouTube and or Instagram. Let me see. Let's see. As many people. Oh my God. Comments. Okay, so I did a listening test of a part of the test of the book IELTS 12 General Training. I have this book, very good book. I got 32 correct answers out of 40. What does it tell you? What does it tell me, Jose? Okay, it tells me, Jose, that you are a 7 on the IELTS test. And it tells me that your listening skills are academic. That's what it tells me. Okay. Now the question is, Jose, did you do it under exam conditions? Did you listen only once? If you did it in under exam conditions, if you didn't pause in the middle, if you listened to it only once, if you made spelling mistakes, but you didn't give yourself a point, that means that your English is academic. Okay. So my recommendation for you would be maybe to practice again and see how you go. All right. I don't know what score you need. All right. I don't know what score you need, but if you need a 7, you're on the right track. Okay. However, remember, Jose, the test has 4 parts. Okay. So, what I can tell you now is just your listening. So, your listening seems pretty good. Okay. What about the other parts of the test? Have you practiced yet? Okay. Because, guys, remember, most people, you need the overall score. So, it doesn't matter if you get 8855. All right. So, and usually people are getting high scores for reading and listening and lower scores for writing and speaking. Okay. So, Jose, just make sure you know your score like for each part. Your listening is looking good, but remember it's a full test. There are 4 parts for the test. Okay. Cool. Next question. Hello, hello, lots of hello. All right. What else? Some people joined. Yay. Yeah, guys, click type join in the comments to join the workshop, okay? What else? What else? Some people saying hello from Colombia. Cool. Lots of people from Colombia usually here. All right, that was it. No more questions. Cool. Any more questions for me? No? Okay. Yeah, guys. So if you want to watch this again on YouTube, you can head to YouTube. Okay, and you can watch this again. I think it'd be easier for you to see all the visuals on YouTube compared to here on Instagram. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna go and I'll be back next week. I am back next week every day again until the day of the workshop. I will be with you guys every day. All right. Okay. So if you have any other questions, just make sure you send me a message and I will see you next week. All right. See ya. Bye.